Hi guys, it's Laura. Thank you so much for watching and welcome back to my channel. So today I will show you how I made this cute denim Kindle cover with Direwolf on the front. I used as a template this wonderful Kindle cover. I will also link it down below. I bought it on Amazon together with my Kindle, and I have decided to buy the same Kindle only in black for Jack for his birthday. And then I thought, instead of buying him a cover, I would love to try to make one myself so that he would have something original. And this is what I came up with. So if you want to know how I made this cover, then please keep watching. Here we have the pattern. It's basically a big rectangle and this center is the spine. I have written all measurements down below. Now here on the inside there are elastic bands for the Kindle. And then there is the elastic band that holds the cover securely closed. And this is a pattern for the inside layers. I used old jeans for this cover, and I have here two bigger rectangles and two smaller rectangles for the inside. Next, I have here pieces of plastic folder that will make the cover harder. These pieces need to be a bit smaller than the patterns so they would fit inside. And I should also mention that I ironed on each of the denim rectangle a very stiff iron-on interfacing. For the front, for my cover, I printed out a picture of the Stark Direwolf with the slogan "Winter is coming," and I made a frame around it with the help of my pattern. I tried to position the wolf centered, or at least as centered as possible. And then I took a piece of a transparent pattern paper and copied the entire picture. I positioned the direwolf on the right side of the outer rectangle and I pinned it on. And then I started embroidering the direwolf and the slogan. I have to admit I am not really super skilled when it comes to embroidery, so please ignore the fact that it doesn't look perfect, but it will do though. Whenever I finished a part of the embroidery, I always removed the piece of the paper underneath it. When I was finished with the Direwolf embroidery and when I removed all remaining parts of the transparent paper, I placed the elastic bands on the inside rectangle. I've sewn the elastic bands in place around the edges. And then I placed the big rectangle without the embroidery right side up, and I put the inner rectangles with a folded inner side on the big rectangle so that they would also face right side up, and I secured them with a few pins in place. And then I put the rectangle with the embroidery on the top, wrong side facing up, and I pinned the edges together. This way the embroidery needs to be on the left side, which is the opposite side of the inner rectangle with the elastics. I placed the pattern for the big rectangle on the top and copied the outlines because I wanted to be sure that I would be sewing straight. I marked a part on the bottom that I wanted to leave open so that I could turn the cover to the right side later, and I have sewn the pieces together with a regular straight stitch. Once that was done, I cut back the edges and then I turned the cover to the right side. With the help of my scissors, I carefully formed all edges as neat as I could. As a next step, I placed the plastic for the cutouts inside the side rectangles and I pinned the inside edge together. And then I inserted the strip for the spine and pinned together all the open edges. As a last step, I have sewn around all edges with a straight stitch, and then my Kindle cover was done. So this is how I made this cute Kindle cover. I hope that my husband is going to love it because this is a birthday present for him. Of course, you don't have to make a direwolf on the front, you don't need any motif, but if you want to make another motif, you could stitch on something else, or you could use some beads or rhinestones or an iron-on patch. I used for this old jeans, so it was also an upcycling project, but you can use any fabric that you like, maybe some fabric leftovers. It is important though that the fabric is stiff enough, and I would highly recommend using really stiff iron-on interfacing because you want the case to protect your device. Also, another thing that's important is that these elastics should be really firm and long enough so that they would hold the device securely. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, you are welcome to write them in the comments. I have written all the measurement in the description box, and I'm so looking forward to my future projects. I have so many ideas, just very little time, but I'm trying, guys. And thank you so much for your patience, for sticking with me, even though I don't film so often. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching. If you like today's video, don't forget to give the video a thumb up because that really helps my channel. You can also subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet and turn on the notifications so that you would know whenever I upload a new video. As usual, I have listed and linked down below a lot of stuff that might be interesting or useful for you. And thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you with my next project. Bye!